Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tennessee Titans franchise. If you guys have been following along for more than one episode, then you guys would know we just had our first win since the season opener just last week against the Dolphins, actually. So now we're against a division opponent for the first time this season. We'll meet the Texans again in week 17. So we'll try to sweep out of the rest of the season. I felt really good last game, and we just got to carry that momentum into this one. We'll see what we can do discussing the play of our offensive line. Usually on the ground for you in that last win, those guys. Why did guys, that font just makes guys look really bad. Those guys up front really went to work, and you have to be proud of the way they worked and whatever, all that good stuff. They played a huge role, all that blah 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 blah. The amount of rush yards you get your team against will determine how much XP your offensive lineman earns. Sick. Let's go for the knockout, because I know that their defensive interior especially is pretty weak, so we'll have to see how we can counter that with our running backs, who actually went off last week. I don't know if you guys saw that. Look at the players ready to negotiate, see if there's anyone we want to re-sign. I'm never going to get into negotiations with Sean Murphy-Bunting. I think I've learned my lesson there. Christian Fulton, the last offer I gave him was rejected, and I mean, not rightfully so. I think I deserve a little bit more of an explanation from this, but no interest is a little interesting. We'll try to get Christian Fulton back on a 3-year. Even though I was looking to Even though I wasn't looking to return, this offer is looking really tempting. Okay, so we just got to give him a better one there. Aaron Brewer, I wanted him back as like a lifetime backup, but the best I can do for him is not this. I mean, like, this is probably the max, and I don't know. Not really considering it right now, so we'll leave talks alone, and we'll head into the game against the Houston Texans. But first, we got to do some weekly strategy. I'm going to skip the mini game from Tyjae Spears. We got an upgrade with him last game, and he's up to a 77, so I'm not too worried about it. So we'll just go ahead and sim training, see if there's any players to upgrade. No players to upgrade, so we'll just hop right into the game. Last week we saw a huge performance from Derrick Henry. I don't know if you guys got those numbers, but I mean, I'm messing with my third monitor over here, and I'm just dealing with other stuff right now. This one is off. Stonehouse will start this one up with his kick. This one will probably be kneeled. It is. We'll see CJ Stroud enter the field and his season numbers so far. We're coming up on the end of the season here, so I'd expect to see somewhere around 3,000 yards, somewhere in that range. Not even close. 1,800 yards. Very conservative with the football. Only 12 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. So we'll see how he kind of works in this game. I don't know. We haven't gone against too many players, especially like CJ Stroud, where they're at that 77 overall. But that good accuracy is obviously always really good to have, as we'll try to get out to Dameon Pierce, get him up in the flat there. Last week had a pretty good week. 2nd and 6 now. We're going to try to monitor the middle of the field, and instead it's going to be a Jeffrey Simmons sack. He's looked like the defensive player of the year. I swear, this guy is absolutely insane. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with him, award-wise for the rest of the season, because I seriously think he has a good chance at being defensive player of the year. He's probably leading the league in TFLs by a fair margin. Very good defensive drive for us to start this game off, as we almost saw Desmond King get the better of Sean Murphy-Bunting there, but start this one off very nicely. And I don't want to see Will Levis's stats on the season. It's just so depressing. Will Levis will walk out. I'm sure that it'll be rubbed in our face here. 118 completions and 26 interceptions. So great. We were so good on the ground last week, but I'm gonna try to get something going through the airs. This one's broken up somehow. That one is cradled all the way into Okonkwo's arms, but he still can't bring it in, I guess. I don't understand that, but we'll move on from it. We'll move on from it as we get a Peter Skoronski block and up the field. Nice moves there from Derrick Henry to make it 3rd and 1. We'll rely on our Derrick Henry again, trying to get up past the safety levels. Jimmy Ward taking him down there on the number 1. Tyjae Spears now has to wait behind a blocker to get going. Couldn't really get much on that one. Just 3. I feel like now is a good time for a play action shot. Nobody was actually disturbed there by the whole play action thing, as Treylon Burks breaks a tackle after. That's things you want to see. Obviously you want to get that in space, but it works right there. I mean, along the sideline, still steps out of bounds, but nice to see him not take a huge hit. Wiley in the backfield. I keep forgetting to switch him off of my fullback. I mean, he's good because he gets forward and he's more of an athlete than Trevon Wesco, the other guy that was eligible for that fullback spot. So we'll see how that kind of ages as the season goes on. Maybe have to get ourselves a designated fullback, as Henry has really been stopped these last 2 runs. We'll move to a passing play now, as we'll look to see if Treylon Burks can beat man coverage, and does, and bulls over. I believe that is Desmond King, the veteran. Great looks from our 2nd-year receiver early, but even better from our rookie running back in for his 2nd straight game game with a touchdown. He had 2 last week, 1 receiving and whatnot. I think I just missed this one. I didn't. Luckily, 7-2-0. We'll move on. Sorry, I've been a little sidetracked this whole time. I gotta focus up. Gotta focus into the game. Gotta become one with my computer screen. We'll be blitzing. It's worked well all season long. It's Jeffrey Simmons in the backfield, recovering that one after forcing it with the TFL. Oh my lord. Disruptor of the year goes to Jeffrey Simmons. Whether or not they're gonna give him defensive player, he definitely deserves to be probably rewarded with the biggest disruptor all season long, as Aaron Brewer can't hold on to a block for anything. Sheldon Rankins, I believe, makes that play. Try to run left here with Josh Wiley out in front. Our offensive line just cannot get anything going right now. Our defense, though, other story. I mean, they've been so good all game long so far. Love to see that. Something that we have not seen all year long, as they have a linebacker just running free. Can't really do much there. It'll be 4th and 9. We'll take our 3 points, though. I'm fine with that. This one up and good. 10-0. And I think we have full momentum at home. We're looking so good to start this one off. Today, 2 rushes, a yard, and a fumble for Dameon Pierce. Obviously not the star-studded numbers you want to see from your RB1. Got Tank Dell to get out and cover. Monty Rice just over pursued on Dameon Pierce there, trying to pull him back. Luby back into the game now. We got him when Monty Rice was hurt, so we're going to try to make a good play there. It's Jeffrey Simmons and Alibi, and another guy coming in making a good play and effort on that one. So we've been able to look very good defensively to start this one off, which is a rarity. Never have looked quite this good and held this little to so much. This one's going to be directed out of bounds. Did he really? Okay, I thought he really came down with that. I was going to be very pissed and never offered Christian Fulton another contract, because that would have been god awful to let up right there. That one I thought was about 10 years out of bounds, but nope. Instead, it almost was a completion to old Bobby Trees. This one will be in a reception to John Mechie. Poorly covered by I don't even want to know who. 1st and 10. We'll have to figure out here what we're going to do. This one up in the end zone. Almost intercepted. Amani Hooker just needs to keep his feet in bounds there, and we'd have even more momentum. That would have been huge. Would have probably decided this first half of the game for us this week. Probably could have put this one close to considered to put it on ice. But we'll have Monty Rice now in the middle of the field. We'll have to move over to the left with, and this one just an open Dalton Schultz, and it'll be Roger McCreary, and Harold Landry's down. No, hate to see that. He's been riddled with injuries all season long, on and off, and just hate to see that, as we'll see Rashad Weaver come in and take his place. Alibi here, though, it's going to be interesting what he has to what he has to cover in this situation. All day in the pocket precision Stroud. He makes the right read. 1st and 10 for this Texans team. They will not run it, as they're going to try to stop and drop underneath, and they do. This drive has looked a lot better for this Texans team, and now we've got to try to get out to the flat where they seem to be making their goal right now. Texans are absolutely killing us on the outside. Probably got to play a little bit lower zones, as that's what we'll try here. I mean, the play art on the pick a play, like where you're picking the play, is nothing like it is like as the actual play. Dameon Pierce going to try to come in and make a touchdown. It's going to make a touchdown. Dameon Pierce in, giving the Texans 6 points on the board. So far on the season, Derrick Henry has 756 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, 151 rushing. 200 plus of those came last week, so he was getting pretty slow and run down before then, but now looks better than ever. Tajay is going to try to work up the field. That's a good rush. He's averaging 7 per carry now. 1st and 10. Let's go with Traylon Burks up the field. Try to break a tackle and get up. He can't. Will Levis has started this one off really well so far. We haven't really seen anything too crazy. We're going to try to fit this one into Chigakonko, who's been so good in traffic until we actually expect him to catch the ball. I don't know. He's been kind of off and on. He started the season a lot more hot than he is right now. A quick little reception for 8 yards there. He came in from what looked like the slot, as we're going to try to get up the field. Tajay Spears sifting through some blockers. Go with a little bit of some play action here on this one. See if we can, let's get Derrick Henry down in the flat. Just get some positive yards. See if he can break a tackle. Make anything happen, but gain of 3 is still more than welcome. Derrick Henry just getting up to the line for 3rd and inches. We'll give him a chance here to punch it in for a 1st down, as we'll switch right up the field, try to make it happen. The first hole we see, and Dylan Horton, the edge rusher for the Texans, goes down. Surprised to see him starting right now. Must already have an active injury. I do still see Will Anderson, though, so that's good news for them. We're going to put DeAndre Hopkins a little bit further inside, hopefully keep that safety above them. as we're going to try to go for Trevon Wesco out of the back of the end zone. Had maybe other options, but just chose Wesco at the end of the day. Derrick Henry through contact's going to work up about a good 7 yards there. And I don't think we'll go back to him. I think I like the arm here of Will Levis enough and trust him enough to try and at least make a play here. Nope, it said it's going to be somehow a sack. I pressed the button to throw it to Derrick Henry a lot earlier than you would think in that situation, but we'll go ahead and make it a 6-point game here if this one isn't absolutely blown by Caleb, or is it Alex Shudak? I think it's Caleb. It's definitely Caleb. 1st and 10 for this Texans offense. We'll see him after such a good drive last time out and around. And this one's going to be, wow, over pursued by Amani Hooker by a mile. Can old Bobby Trees not get caught from behind by Kevin Byard there? Bobby Trees up the field. Huge gain. For the Houston Texans, it's a little bumming for sure. You start a game off so good defensively, then you fall apart 2 drives in a row basically, and it's not going to help any sort of confidence whatsoever. Is Rashad Weaver. It is Harold Landry. Good to see him back in the game, but don't want him playing coverage like that. We'll see what the Texans do here on 2nd and 3 as we're going to try to slip the play. Or Devin Singletary is going to try to slip the tackle, as I'm tired, man. I don't know why I'm so tired, but man, I am. So take my word for it. We're going to go with Aziz Al-Shaair, try to shoot up the open gap if we can find it. As nope. Okay, instead we got absolutely bitched, pancaked, and whatnot. So he'll be down on the 1. Damian Pierce trying to get into the end zone. Can't quite break that barrier, though. 2nd and goal. Would not be surprised to see it pass here, but I'm still going to try to commit to the run. Couldn't really get inside, and Damian Pierce has a touchdown. And just like that, the Texans have the lead 14-13. We've got to respond in some sort of way. We have to let them know we're still in this one. They can't just score on us like that. I like this play a lot right here. I just don't like the fact that we might see a little bit extra motion behind the line than probably have to. Let's try to get it down there. I know we have an arm on our quarterback. We have a cannon of an arm on Will Levis, like 94 throw power, maybe even more than that, right? So we're gonna have to try to utilize that, as Traylon did break open there. I'm gonna call that a missed pass because Will Levis just needs to hit that. One of those would be a miracle coming off the edge. Someone, who is that? Was that Will Anderson? He's proven to be an absolute edge threat today, as we have selected the blitz counter and they still seem to be getting in. So Will Anderson, as a rookie, is proving how good he can be and how good he is. And we'll try for Chigakongwo, trying to thread the needle there. Nothing else really looked open or appealing to me. This will be a quick 3 and out, and just like that, the Texans will look to expand on their lead. We're gonna have to bring some sort of pressure, so we have a blitz set up right now for old CJ Stroud. As dude, I swear it's gonna look so unrealistic when Jeffrey Simmons puts up 40 TFLs in a season, but this guy's got to be averaging close to 40. He is unblockable. I'll definitely mess with some sliders. It's unbelievable what he's doing right now. He's a total disruptor, and no one can stop him, and I don't think anyone's ever even been close all season long. 3rd and 10 now. It'll be the Texans' job to convert on this one. Just take the check down. I'm giving it to you. This one will be almost intercepted. Roger McCreary could have really capped off how good he's been this season with an interception, but couldn't quite get there on that one. Just slipped right out of his hands. And that's why he's on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to go back to the running game. Just seemed to work early, and we got to go back to it. Will Levis probably got a little too much confidence in him, and it's a fumble from Derrick Henry, and it's going to be a turnover. Great. Well, so much for confidence, right? Trying to get outside. It's Damian Pierce up the field, trying to get him from behind, and I got stuck on a linebacker of ours, someone else to the outside of us, and just couldn't quite catch up to him. So unfortunate. Do we bring the blitz right here? I think it's what makes most sense. We'll try, and we'll see if we can blow this one up. Monty Rice there tracking down Damian Pierce, not letting another touchdown happen, not letting Damian Pierce get the 3rd of the half, as we're going to try to make CJ Stroud throw for it, as he's been good today, just not insanely great, and we're going to need him to be. So I don't trust our defense against Damian Pierce on the interior line, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to go for it with Damian Pierce, and they're probably going to get it, and it's going to be his 3rd of the half, and that would not be good. Alabi in the backfield, getting there, stopping this one. Great defense. This is Kiami Fairbairn's kick is up and good. It'll be 17-13, I believe. Today, 10 rushes, 41 yards, and a fumble for Derrick Henry, so After saying we have no confidence in our quarterback, or we might have had a little too much, put it right back when our running backs, where inconsistency has been the word to explain it, as I don't really know how to juke in this game. I'm not going to lie. Kiwa Tukoski, the linebacker for Houston's going to go down. Derrick Henry will get his first carry since the fumble, and he'll try to beat Jimmy Ward up the field. Couldn't quite get there. And it is going to be the 2-minute warning. I like this play a lot, especially the out from Treylon Burks. Instead, we're going to try to throw underneath, and yeah, I don't care to comment on that. 2nd and 10, we're going to run the football with less than 2 minutes on the clock now, after the 2-minute warning, of course, and we're going to try to get something going, but couldn't quite. So we'll see. Let's go DeAndre Hopkins. Let's trust our best receiver, and let's hurry this one up. We got to get something going, and we'll try to get one maybe down the field. Take a shot here. Yep, we're going to take a shot. This one is up and reachable for DeAndre Hopkins. Couldn't quite get it in that range. Spread out our offense. It's not going to matter. What are you... Like, this is such a bullcrap play. I can't believe this. This is just Madden in its prime right here. I'm pressing the pause button because I'm trying to go to instant replay. Right here, okay? Right here. Like, I want Aaron Brewer first to get the hell out of the way, and it just like sucks me into a vortex of the defensive tackle, and Peter Skronsky does a horrible job containing his block. It's just piss poor. Let's see if we can get Treylon Burks down a seam beater here. This would be, it is. Treylon Burks just wide open in the seam, countering the zone defense that was on the opposing team. Treylon Burks slice and dice down the middle, touchdown. Minute left for the Texans to go out and try to score, tie, or even lead at half. Texans with a minute on the clock does kind of scare me. I was hoping for a little less of that man coverage. Pretty bad there from Caleb Farley. What is this, a timeout? Like, what's going on? What just happened? A timeout, yeah. Caleb Farley matched up on Tank Dell doesn't seem not fair, but Tank Dell probably is a little bit favored in that one. But I like the lateral adjustment and the athleticism overall of Caleb Farley matched up against the athleticism of Tank Dell and his quickness. CJ Stroud, similar numbers to Will Levis, except a lot more yards because of a lot more of the big plays that he's pulled off in this game. But just honestly, we've been working really well now with man coverage and just coverage in general. We've been really good. We're going to try to catch up and elude. Are you joking me right now? Like, are you joking? We're there. And just the complete disregard for user. It's just going to be thrown, and I press triangle, I move towards the ball, nothing happens, and just a completion like we were never even there or in play to make a play. It's just piss poor. You know, I just like using that term when it comes to Madden and EA. It's just piss poor. 1st and 10 for the first time here. Not for the first. What am I saying? 1st and 10 on the drive, on the play. I don't really know. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going with Kevin Byard over top. Try to make that play inbound. Somehow this is 3rd and inches. I'll take that. They are well within field goal range right now. I'm probably searching for that end zone, but I don't want to let that happen. So, I mean, we're going to try to come up and make a good play. And Alabi just going to try to shoot a block, shoot a gap, as it's going to be Azeez Al-Shaair instead in the backfield making some noise. And this one's going to click down, and I'm guessing, yep, 2 seconds left. They're going to put a timeout up on the board. It'll be 20-20. Kayami Fairbairn's going to set up for this one. I don't like attempting to block because I can never do it. So we'll see what happens here, but this one is going to be up and good. 20-20. I'll give you guys a halftime report. The first matchup we'll look at is in Indianapolis, and we'll have the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against them in 1/2 of football. Kenny Pickett's over 100 yards. Allen Robinson with a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown, almost averaging 4 per carry. A little bit of a bad showing from him. And in Green Bay, Tampa Bay and Green Bay going at it. Jordan Love putting up some great numbers. I like Christian Watson's numbers. They look pretty good. Rashad White's running the ball real well. Baker Mayfield looks efficient with 8 of 13, 63 yards. It's not bad at all. Probably expect a little less, if I'm being honest, from a guy like Baker Mayfield. But in Cleveland, a little orange matchup here. Justin Fields, 9 of 12, 80 yards and a touchdown, with Chase Claypool being the leading receiver over there. And Deshaun Watson having one hell of a half. Oh my Lord. And we'll receive the second half kickoff. Coming out for the second half now, Will Levis under center, trying to do some sort of trickery. It's a good catch in traffic there from his receiver, Treylon Burks, who's looking to take a step up in a breakout game this game. He's been good, as Derrick Henry's just going to blow by that one. Weird incident in the back of the field there. In the back of the field? What the hell am I talking about? I love running to the left side on plays like these. Never mind, not with Sheldon Rankings being so good, or Rankins. being so damn good, I guess. I don't really know what's going on with that. We'll go hurry up. We'll fake, and we'll step up, actually, with Will Levis. Try not to fumble the ball. He's been without a turnover today, and that's probably the rarest you'll see. And we've got to watch for our star receiver. We'll give him a chance on the sideline. He'll go in and try to make it, but we'll see what the flag is on this one. Maybe a little rough in the passer. It is. Roughing. Oh, what? Sorry? Hello? Unnecessary roughness? Yes. Yep. We'll take that. There it is. We're up to the opponent's 29-yard line, and we'll try to move this ball up the field via the run game with Derrick Henry. Josh Wiley sets a great block, and it's going to be a Derrick Henry touchdown. He's looking very good right now, and it is going to be a very nice looking touchdown. Great blocking on the play. This one is up, and well, this one is up and almost good. First drive of the second half here for the Texans. They're out trying to prepare. Are you joking me right now? I hate the CPU, man. Like, you gotta be actually, like, you gotta be yanking me right now. What is this? I go inside to bite in case, you know, he wants to cut it back, and then I switch direction here, and Kenyon Green not even looking at me, elbows Alubi, and it puts him on the ground. Like, you gotta be joking. First and 10 again, and we'll try to see our linebackers topple each other in a way that should not be stated. Second and 8 now. They'll look to go back on the ground, maybe with a... Okay, how is an RPO working here? Or not an RPO, a read op. What was that? Seeing a lot of Monty Rice at this point, and Amani Hooker's going to step up, make a good play in the box, but still a good gain from Dameon Pierce, who's been great all game long. And I mean, I tell you what, we got to stop him. He's been a little too good for my liking, and we'll see what sort of play this is. It's going to be a run play. Alabi trying to chase him. He got contact behind the line, but Dameon Pierce shrugs that right off, and he'll be up to 70 yards on just 17 rushes, as he's been not unstoppable. Obviously, those aren't really impressive numbers, but they've been very impressive numbers. As oh my god, how is Tank Dell making that catch if Chigakonkwo doesn't even make that one? Like, how is Tank Dell making that? Please inform me how that is you know, fair to me as a human being. You're literally playing with my feelings, mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff. This one up, and not even a chance. I'm never switching on ever again. You can press triangle. You can look any way you want. You can put the joystick towards the ball, away from the ball. Same result every fucking time. You're not making a play. On the season so far, Derrick Henry up past 800 yards now. I think he entered this game with somewhere around the number of like 7. I don't remember. I'm not even gonna pretend to remember. Let's see what we can do here on offense, except I'm not taking a frickin' safety, so throwing this one away before it ever gets started. In Tajay we trust. He'll get up the field for a good 6 yards, and I don't feel bad about this at all. We're gonna go right back to him, going up the middle of the field. Aaron Brewer, we're gonna line back up for this. We're gonna see if they make any defensive adjustments. They don't. I mean, they're going to put another man in the box. Are we ballsy enough to do this? Are we the Detroit Lions on opening day? We are, and Tyjae Spears is going to make him pay. Really happy to not see a fumble on that one, as Wiley's going to be dog shit worthless on that play. I don't know why it makes the blocker cross on that. It just literally makes no sense unless you're going to pull from the middle of the line. Like, I don't understand that at all. We'll see how this dynamic works on the left side of the field, if they jam up or not, and they don't. So we're going to try to give it to our actually insane receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. We're just got to take a shot or two in this one, and it's worked out. Will Levis is 10 of 19, 175. His best game of the series by far. So far. Don't want to jinx him. Knock on wood. And we'll be right back to business. Derrick Henry just trying to put it in the middle, and he's got a few extra on that one. Derrick Henry gets loose, and we'll have his second touchdown, maybe even third, if I remember correctly. This might be his second, but could be his third. I'm not 100%. I think Tajay has one. I know he had the one before this one, and right now we're in a little bit of a shootout. This one will be 34-27. We'll be up by 7, and we'll give Houston the ball. We'll see if we can stop him. Has not been the common theme of this one. First and 10 now. We'll try to see who can make the play. It's T.R. Tart stepping up and finding Dameon Pierce in the backfield. 3rd and 11. We're telling our crowd to get loud right now. And we'll try to take command of this one, as we'll see. This one's like another screen. Can we get off the screen? Why? Give me Christian Fulton to get off a fucking screen. Don't just go to 10 yards, 15, when someone's 5 yards in front of the guy. 2nd and 7, we can probably expect a run right here. It is. It's going to be Dameon Pierce all the way on the other side of the field, but Alubi does a good job getting over there and trying to stop it and do the best he can to stop that play, as we're going to go all in here. Try to just clog the run where they stand. Can I not, like, just pinch the defense? As we're going to try to get roughing the passer, my ass. No way you're going to call this, right? Let's see it. Yep. Okay. Yep. Do the slash down the middle. There it is. Yep. Okay, cool. Love to see that. How is that's not rough? That's not roughing the passer. Give these refs back in preschool. I don't care what you have to do. I get them to the point where they know what they're talking about. EA has made such a bad game, and the refs are even so realistic. I mean, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Broken tackle from Dameon Pierce. What's new? Alabi seems to be very tired here, as he should retire. He's kind of supposed to be on that side of the field, but I took him to the other. Ha! 4th quarter will start, and we'll start it with a little bit of a blitz, trying to, crack the code here for this team. Is this one in the end zone? A good chance there, like a little throw up, a little 50-50 ball. 2nd and goal. They're actually going to run it to Devin Singletary, who is going to be stopped by Alabi just on the 1 yard line. They're going to bring Dameon Pierce back in, and he's going to score his 3rd of the game. I can already tell you what's going to happen. This is so bad. Okay, let's try. I'm going to take the guy even off of what's his face, trying to get back there. You never go play action in that situation. Amani Hooker will sack you. And we'll see if they are going to go with the field goal attempt here and make it a 4-point game. But big thing here is not to jump, not to false start, and just to try to get our crowd, up, loud, excited, as we're going to get the ball back, and we got some momentum going in our way. Here we are, ready to go, lining up against the fierce Texans, as we are going to get flattened. That is actually Cleland Ferrell trying to make the play there, as he does a good job getting that one there, and we'll go for our really, really good receiver, but a really, really bad ball headed his way. Little cross concept on this one. We'll see what we can do. Let's go Reggie Robertson underneath. We have to get him butt naked because he's like a 64 overall. So might not have a chance to make a catch in traffic there, as his rating probably isn't that high. Derrick Henry eludes a tackle, gets to the outside, a little bit more speed, and this one goes for the touchdown, or goes to the house. 510 yards today? Are you joking? Holy smack. 2nd and inches. Perfect time to make a little go up and get it play, as this one's going to be aired towards Traylon Burks. Couldn't quite get there. Under pressure. Good throw by Will Levis, all things considered, though. A little unfortunate. I was hoping for something a little easier than that. Let's see if there's a easier play. There's not. I'd rather go with the trap on this one. A performed trap, and Derrick Henry gets out. Going to try to truck his way up the field. He's past 150 yards on this one. We have... okay, they're strip ball aggressive. That's rough, man. We are going to struggle if they push my buttons enough. I'm sure they can get something to work. Traylon Burks is going to be wide open in the middle of the field. This has been his breakout game. He's getting open left and right. Traylon Burks, 6 receptions, 124 yards. Like I said, left and right, ladies and gentlemen. Derrick Henry going to try to take it up the gut. Couldn't quite get there. Unfortunate, but I would like to pass for one. I don't like the idea of running it in for every single one we've gotten. So we'll try to pass for another one. Perhaps could be a Traylon Burks, as we're going to try to go for it. What in the chicken CPU fuck is that? What the, like, what makes you think this is a good game, EA? What makes you, like, say, hey, I can release this. I can make it $100. I can make a deluxe edition. All of it is deluxe bullshit, man. There's been nothing worse than this, okay? A ball is up in the air and your receiver's going to run from under it. So let's see the mindset behind this for Mr. Traylon Burks, as he's going to be off the line. He's right here, right? Yep. Okay, stop. Wide open, and I choose to throw here. And why not? Why not? This looks very, very doable. And this ball goes up in the air, and he, very, very aware of the fact that the ball is in the air. He's actually going to run this way when the ball's going to land in, Griffin's hands. Like, the brain behind the game Not a good one. First and 10. We're going to try to get in the backfield, but I've never made a good play on the goal line to the point where there's like maybe a safety or perhaps we can tackle for loss. Never. I don't think I have ever been able to do that, despite having open lanes countless amount of times, because our linebackers are good and they shoot a gap, but it doesn't matter. That's all I'm trying to say. It really doesn't matter, as we'll try to hop on that one with Caleb Farley. Couldn't quite get in range. Sees Al Shire, Monty Rice, and Harold Landry all trying to stop this run. 2nd and 7 now. We'll probably see a play action run. It is going to be, what in the hell? I don't like that angle there, but still first down. Brevin Jordan. Yep, another huge run from Dameon Pierce. I don't even know why I talked over that. I didn't even commentate the first half of it, so you guys just saw the end of that one. It was a very miserable one. He just basically slice and dice just right up the middle. No effort at all needed. This one might be a draw to those truly. Never mind. Alabi's just too good. McCreary blocked behind you, you ding dong. Alabi is a sensational athlete and just does a good job getting to that one. He's a very, very good user. And we'll just, oh, that was so close to a massive sack. Luckily it wasn't. I wasn't even aware of how close that was. 2nd and 10. They bring the fucking house down. Oh my god. I like the play design on this against this sort of defense, as we'll just go with Traylon Burks, who will take that one down. And we're gonna just try to get up here. What do? This is definitely field goal range. I believe the whatever you want to call it, the goal post, the wind is going that way. So I think we'll just call a timeout here when the clock strikes like 1 even, the play clock. So we'll milk as much clock as we can, acting like we're gonna go for this. I can't remember how to fake do it. Is it the right trigger? It's not. So let's call our timeout now and put this one up for 3. Never mind. Okay, apparently we weren't in range, so we have wind going in our direction. I'm calling another timeout. I did not press that button. You've got to be joking me right now. This is comical. This is just insane. This one will be up for... You're joking! Devin Singletary? No, he does not do that. This one going to be a pass to Dalton Schultz up the field this time. Oh, the emotional roller coaster this game has been. Me thinking I'm calculated and just... the game just shitting on me. Like, there's no other, way of putting it. It's literally just what this has been. It has been just straight shitastrophe. We're gonna have to get the quarterback. We're gonna have to make pressure. We're gonna have to get him down. We're gonna have to... Okay, that one was wide open. Sean Murphy Bunting was about to go out of the stadium. He was gonna go join the crowd. He was going to vote and not play. He's gonna go cheer for the Texans to win this one, because god damn it, that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to self-sabotage us, trying to make it look like, what the fuck? He's Al Shire. Do better. Harold Landry also injured on the play. Just keep stacking up, huh? Traylon Burks today, 7 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown. He's been really good, and hopefully he can stay that way. We're going to need someone who can get open, someone to get down the field, someone to help us out, as we have struggled to see anything like that, as he'll try to wiggle open there. Couldn't quite. We had all day in the pocket, though, but no one could get off their route, as it was contact further than, 5 yards down the field. So we'll be shooting for the 36-yard line. I see Traylon Burks, but worst case scenario, we just toss it up to DeAndre Hopkins, and the Texans have full momentum. Right. And this one just slotted in. Oh my god. What a play, what a throw, what a catch, what a everything that play was. What an execution, as I think we might have an open Traylon Burks down the seam again. We were going to try to get him, as he's been so good doing. 29 seconds left. We're already within field goal range. Rashawn Gary went from questionable to healthy. What a guy. I see press coverage on the left side, and we'll go for him. And oh, eat my cock and balls, you dumbass. Okay, no, this one's going for 6 here. Yep, I'm so demoralized. I'm so done. Eat ass, kiddo. Roughing the kicker. Yeah, that's the best call I've ever seen in my life. Watch this. Okay, so this play is going to start, and this play is going to end with tacoing. I mean, I will be fair, I was on the user, but I didn't have my hand on the controller until here, and I just let it out. There are plenty ways to throw away a game, but I think I have single-handedly done the best throw away you can possibly see. As we'll see. Can we get that to Traylon Burks? This one is up, and it was actually kind of there. I'm happy with Will Levis and his arm. We've seen it on full display. In case you are curious, no, your volume is not out. The fans have left the stadium. There are no left to you know, make the noise for you. And we'll go for this down the field. It's Traylon Burks holding offense. Number, what do we think? Oh, it's actually going to be Nicholas Petit-Frere, someone that was actually suspended earlier in the season. So that's cool. Let's go play type. Let's go special. No, not special. What am I doing? Pass? Is there like a wide receiver screen in here? Anything cool like that? I don't see anything. We'll do stick spacing and put them on some fun routes. I don't really know what DeAndre Hopkins' numbers looks like on the game, but we'll give him a few more yards on the last play of the game. Clock expires and Will Levis throws for over 300 yards. I can't believe it. We sold this game, and that's just single-handedly how this team rolls. Will Levis, 68.5, finished this game obviously with 2 turnovers because, well, we didn't knock on wood hard enough. 17 of 33, 306 yards. I just can't stand to see CJ Stroud's numbers above his. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Rushing, Derrick Henry was spectacular. Just no other words for it. Tyjae Spears, 56 yards on just 11 carries. So these two have been quite the dynamic duo, going over 200 yards again combined on the ground. 2 touchdowns for Derrick Henry and 1 for Tyjae. Traylon Burks is really the man of the year, or the man of the day, I should say. 10 receptions, 210 yards, a touchdown. Just had a good matchup today and just took full advantage of it. It was really, really good. Jeffrey Simmons with 3 TFLs. Yeah, he just keeps stacking them along, man. I mean, we had a lot of TFLs today. We've been getting in the backfield. We'll have to change some sliders, but a sack for Simmons and Hooker, half for Harold Landry, and half for Aziz Al-Shaair, and obviously a interception for Segun Alabi. Segun Alabi here, who's definitely going to make the roster next year. Just an athletic linebacker who's done everything for us and has been really good, in my opinion. I think that he obviously could not go without being usered, which is fine, but I'd like to get to the point where he's like a 67 overall. I don't think that'll like ever be happening, to the point where we don't have better linebackers than he is, especially the athlete he is just so valuable right now on this team, and we really have nobody else to help in that in the linebacker department with so much athleticism. Caleb Farley, zone coverage sucks. We have to get his zone coverage up for sure. He needs to get better in that department if he's ever going to be a starter on this team. +2 zone coverage, it'll be up to a 69, and he's just overall he's gonna have to come a long way before he can be anything, you know, really relevant on this team, or someone that's really like a highlight player on the defense. Because right now it really hasn't been anything super special, but we did go for quite a few yards on the ground, so we'll see what that trench boost looks like as we'll get. Oh, wow, 200 plus yards rushing. That is 10,000 XP. That is crazy numbers. We'll advance to the next week. We obviously have upgrade players, but we'll see the playoff picture. I'll change the sliders right after I'm done recording this, which will be right now. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to go leave a like, go subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Go watch any of the past content on the channel. It's an Ian guarantee that you will like it. I guarantee you it is fully a guaranteed guarantee. That'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, come back. Deuces.